Are you guys ready to make something happen? So let's make something happen. Welcome back. Right into it. I got 3 words I want to start with today. Acquire, gain, and obtain. Very important words. They are connected with one word that you've learned since your elementary days of English learning. Get. Get is a fine word. I got no problem with get. But we can spice things up a little bit by taking it to another level. Remember, we got to build momentum. So acquire, obtain, and gain are 3 words that are synonymous with get, but are more sophisticated and can be used in multiple contexts, scenarios, however you please to use it. I'll give you some examples. Acquire skills. You acquire information. You acquire investments. You acquire a company. If you are a company, you acquire new customers. You can also acquire status or data that your company needs for making some advertising decisions or whatnot. Gain. We gain knowledge. We gain experience. We gain insight into something from performing some kind of research. We gain an advantage. Okay? Lovely word. Finally, obtain. We can obtain a degree. We can obtain a diploma. We obtain a permit for building or for being able to conduct our business on a certain premises. That's an area where we're allowed to operate our business. We need a permit. We obtain the permit from the local authorities, the municipality, etc. Okay? We can obtain information. So you see what I just did there? There's an example where information can be acquired or obtained. Okay? And finally, you obtain authorization. In order to be able to be authorized to enter certain parts of the building, or having the authority to look at certain classified information in your company. All right? So I repeat, obtain, gain, acquire. Those are my 3 gets. All right? Boom, boom, boom. Hit me. Next, I want to talk about communication in general. And one thing I'd like to say is that when we teachers are being trained to be teachers, one thing our trainers always tell us is to avoid saying, "Do you understand?" when we're checking if someone, our audience, our students understood the instructions we gave. Do you understand, everybody? Do you understand? Big no-no, okay? The reason for this is that when you ask that question, students are hesitant and quiet and don't respond. You're not going to get a proper answer. Do you understand is a little bit too direct. People feel like you're questioning their intellect, all right? And they don't like it. So it's done subconsciously, but that's the effect. But that applies to the scenarios that you might find yourself in, whether you're a teacher watching this video or whether you're giving a presentation and you want to check that your audience is following you, okay? Or you're another kind of manager, boss, team leader, and you're talking to a group and you want to check that everybody has got what you said. So don't say, "Does everyone understand?" Okay? Even in Polish, I would recommend. It doesn't matter what language you're speaking. You gotta mix it up and check in another way. Like, is it clear? Do I need to clarify anything? Is there anything anybody wants me to repeat once again? All right? Those are some other alternative ways of checking, making sure everyone's gotten the information. That's a communication tip for the day. Okay? Let's move on. I got 2 idioms for you. All right? 2 idioms. Pull some strings. Pull some strings. Pull some strings is what we use when we want to say that we're going to exert behind the scenes influence to get something. What does that mean? You like that word, right? Exert influence. Exert. You exert yourself when you run. You can exert influence on other people because you're in a position to exert your influence. put your influence on others. So that means that if you need a favor, you want somebody that you know in a position that can help you. Let's say you're going to a club, there's a special party, you're going to the theater, you're going to some kind of musical performance. If you know somebody who works in that theater, who works in that club, who works in that, at this place where the event is being held, they can pull some strings for you and get you in the VIP section, or get you to meet the actors backstage after the show, or get an autograph from the musician. You see? Exert influence. Pull some strings. Maybe at work, it might be pulling some strings to get you for a one-on-one meeting with the boss, okay? Or to get you a special ticket for an event that the company is gonna host, okay? Pull some strings. So that's what you can say when someone asks you for a favor. You can say, I'm going to pull some strings, see what I can do. I know you like that one. Second idiom of this episode is mark my words. I love it, okay? Mark my words is an idiom that we use when we want to say, listen to me, because you'll see that I'm going to be right about this, okay? So for instance, mark my words. Mark my words. Poland is going to make it to the quarterfinals of the World Cup this summer. Mark my words. ESL Trailblazer can change your English lessons. Gotta do it. Mark my words. Liverpool's going to win the Premiership next season. Oh! Alright, so you see what I'm saying? You can use it as a kind of way to emphasize that what you're about to say, or what you're declaring, what you're predicting is going to come true. Okay? It can be in a fun context, or it can be in a serious context. You know, when you want to say that this is going to happen and you're sure about it. Okay? Those are my Indians. Now I'm leaving you with this word good again. You know how I feel about it. It's horrible. You need to switch it up. Now, I've given you before examples of alternatives to good, but a lot of my students use good when they want to talk about something that's helping them. So very easily, you can substitute for good these words: helpful, beneficial, valuable, useful. Boom! What do you want from me? Burn to learn. When something is done that helps you, you can use those words right there instead of saying, it's good for me. It's good for me. Are you kidding me? It's good for me. No, it's beneficial. It's valuable. It's helpful. It's useful. Just mix it up a little bit. Just mix it up with those words right there. I guarantee you, you'll feel a definite effect on your listener if you just mix it up a little bit with those easy words that I know you know. Alright, so that's just a reminder. My name is Nandis. This is the ESL Trailblazer channel. Check out this episode right up here. You can click on that if you missed the previous ones about my Polish errors, Polish isms. Okay, click on the subscribe button right down there, and I will see you next week for another episode. Rock and roll. Let's make something happen. Boom. I'll see you next week.